Avenue 5 is a dark sci-fi comedy set on a luxury space cruiser traveling around the solar system. The series was created by the dude who made Veep, which I haven't seen, Armando Iannucci or something, and stars the brilliant Hugh Laurie with supporting cast Josh Gad, Zach Woods, Suzie Nakamura, and many more. I'm gonna give the show 5 orbiting turds out of 5. In other words, a perfect score. That doesn't mean this series is perfect, but you know, what's the point of having a rating system if nothing ever gets a top score, you know? Basically, I just thoroughly enjoyed almost every aspect of this show, despite it not being received that well critically. If you want to stick around to see why I liked it so much and why I believe it failed to score better elsewhere, then please do. Otherwise, check out one of my other vids, or you know, go outside and socialize. Oh wait, no, don't do that. Stay home, I guess? Shit, look, you better just watch this whole video. I mean, you're gonna run out of content sooner or later, right? Might as well watch all my stuff and then watch all that other crap you had banked up on Netflix or whatever. Anyway, minor spoilers for Avenue 5 ahead. I'm a sucker for dark, often disturbing humor. I don't know why I find the morose so hilarious. Maybe I was hit repeatedly in the head with a hammer as a kid. I don't know, but Avenue 5 has some truly sick jokes in it. But because almost everyone in the show, aside from this babe, is a total moron, and their incompetence and the slapstick candor of the show perhaps disguises the morbidity of the events that take place. Not every joke is gross or dark, which is good, but the ones that are, for example, the turds orbiting the ship, then the dead loved ones glistening in it, certainly crack me up. Also, I just love space-based anything, almost anything, and although the entire show is either set on the cruise ship and briefly in the control center back on Earth, it still feels pretty spacey, you know? Some would say Kevin Spacey. I'm deleting that joke. I'm not. And although critics mention that the pacing is a bit off and the show has little direction, I would largely disagree. I mean, yes, the show doesn't have necessarily strong pacing moving forward, but it's a comedy, man. Sitcoms typically are episodic. Think of Friends or Seinfeld or something more recent like The Office or what's recent? Silicon Valley. There you go, kids. Just because Avenue 5 is technically sci-fi, or at least we can agree it's set in space, doesn't mean it needs to have a romping pace that escalates in each episode, culminating in an orgasmic climax. The stakes do get more and more severe as the show progresses, but the main point of the show, I believe, is to make you and me, the audience, laugh. There is an overarching theme, but what makes this show great are the interactions, the awkwardness, the conflicts between the characters, and really just their personalities in general. The point I'm trying to make, perhaps poorly, is that shows don't need to have clear direction per se in order to be good. And this show does have a pace. It might be slow, but it is kind of going somewhere. I mean, the whole premise is that they are trapped in a space, desperately trying to get home as more and more problems arise, not unlike a Voyager, for example. But the premise is just the glue that holds the show together. The main focus is on the insane and outlandish characters and their odd and often surreal behaviors. Hugh Laurie, who plays the pseudo-Captain Ryan, is amazingly hilarious, and I think it's great to see him back in comedy. I'm a big Blackadder fan, so seeing Hugh back in action, back to his roots, if you will, is really cool and side-splittingly funny. Zach Woods, who plays the public relations or liaison officer or something, is dark and unintentionally brutal, his character, which makes for very awkward and funny moments. Although he plays more or less the same character as he did in Silicon Valley and basically every other role he's ever had, it doesn't matter because he's great at it, and his character cracks me up. In fact, all the characters and cast are uniquely hilarious in their own way. As mentioned, this is a show about funny interactions above all. It's very dark at times, very dry, and this is possibly why people did not love the show as much as me. I think perhaps the jokes were lost on them. Maybe not. Look, like what you like, don't like what you don't like. I just think the show was very underrated, and a lot of the critics' consensus came out when there was only 4 episodes released, and by the time that 4th episode happened, people had already written their reviews and all the statistics were up there, and then you got another 5 episodes after that maybe people didn't watch because they lost interest or forgot about it or whatever. You need more than a few episodes, even some would say a few seasons for a show to really find its footing. I mean, look back on all the old Star Treks. I mean, look back on all the old Stargates or any sci-fi. The first season is fucking shit, and this first season is fucking good. So like I said, I think it's highly underrated, but that's just my opinion. The music in Avenue 5 is ominous and adds a sense of dread, which suits the theme and events in the show perfectly, creating a spooky atmosphere that complements the disaster well. Oh, and one more thing, it looks beautiful. I mean, as beautiful as a spaceship surrounded by orbiting human shit and carcasses can look, which turns out to be quite. Overall, I am very happy with this show. It's sci-fi, it's space-based, it's comedy gold, it's getting a season 2, if the whole world is still around, that is. Who knows what could happen in these trying times, but hopefully we kick this virus right in the dick, and production on our favourite shows can continue soon enough. What did you think of Avenue 5? Did you love it as much as me, or did you hate its fucking guts? Leave a comment and let's get a friendly discussion going. Also, if you're bored, trapped at home, and you enjoy listening to me ramble on about stuff, then you might like to check out my other, less popular channels. I know, how can it possibly get less popular than this? Well, baby, it can. I have a music channel where me and a mate have just kicked off again. I did some videos back in the day, and now we just started some new videos again where we do interesting renditions of popular and maybe not so popular songs, like playing a Jimi Hendrix song at half the speed, then speeding it up to see what it sounds like, for example. Though with this virus, who knows when we'll put out another video, but there's some stuff on there already, and we might risk it for a biscuit and make a few more videos before shit gets really bad, or maybe not. But anyway, check out what's on there, it's pretty cool. I also have a cool lifestyle channel, I guess. It's like fairly Australian-centric, but there's some good fishing on there, some cooking, lots and lots of cooking. There's funny skits and a whole variety of different Aussie and just worldly country humor and information in general. It's a lot of fun, check it out. I will be doing some apocalypse cooking videos on there soon, seeing as we're all trapped at home, so stay subscribed for that. And don't forget, there's plenty of content on this channel with much more coming soon and regularly. I'm going to try to put stuff out weekly. I can't necessarily commit to that, but that's what I'm going to try to do. So hit that subscribe button if you like my shit and like science fiction-y stuff in general. Thanks for watching, friends. Be safe out there and look out for each other, man. Don't take all the shit. Just take a bit of shit, not all the shit. Okay, love you, bye.